Hi guys, I'm actually doing a little bit of a different video. Um, sorry. It's been 1 week today that I had my surgery. I think I made a previous video, but I'm gonna kind of get you up to date and kind of make a little tutorial of my um, journey and experience in case anyone ever needs to see this for references. I am not a doctor. I am not a licensed physician. This is just my experience. So long story short, I got in a car accident. Fast forward to June of last year. I had a complete knee replacement. Everything went great. I was on target, doing better than they even expected. But I'm young, so I could bounce back really good. So in December, so 6 months after my surgery, I was in my home and I fell on my wood floor right on that knee. Pain was instant, swelling. I went to the surgeon. We did a lot of scans. Everything looked great. Neuropathy happened really bad up in my left quad, which was on the side of my knee replacement. Couple weeks later, I tried physical therapy. Wasn't really the greatest. Went back to my knee surgeon. He felt that there was something wrong with some nerve damage. So I had an EMG, and the results of that showed that I had femoral nerve damage. My doctor informed me that he was not an expert on this kind of damage, so he referred me to go to Philadelphia Hospital with Dr. Zager, which is like the best doctor ever if you're on the East Coast, up Jersey wise, and Pennsylvania. So at that point, the COVID happened and we all had the shutdown. So I did a what's it called? Like FaceTime. This doctor who I've never met. He was able to see my leg, the mobility, the neuropathy. I explained the pain I was having, the numbness I was having. He said I was a great candidate for surgery, but due to the COVID, I had to be on the back burner. So I was a sitting duck for all those months. During that time, I had fallen 2 more times. My leg had given out. It felt like a ton of bricks. There was no rhyme or reason to when it would happen. It was pretty much my leg was fatiguing. My muscle is starting to die. At one point I was able to see my surgeon for my knee to express my concerns about my quad, knowing that yes, he can't do anything, but I'm scared. He said that he was really concerned if things weren't going to get better, say if I went in for the nerve surgery and it didn't work, eventually my leg would have to be amputated, which was a really hard pill to swallow. But as the days went on and my leg was getting worse and worse rapidly, I was starting to get more and more scared. Luckily, I wasn't becoming septic. They kept checking blood work, but you could see chunks of muscle starting to deteriorate. I was going downhill mentally, physically, emotionally. So we finally called Dr. Zeiger's office when the COVID started. We were in green, but we knew that there was probably a lot of people waiting. But my husband called with deep concern and expressed like she needs to be seen. So right away, he had me do an EMG and an ultrasound. I had to go all the way to Philadelphia, which is about 2 hours away. Worth the trip. Just to kind of verify the EMG, kind of compare how worse did it get, which it did get worse. He didn't feel there was a tear in the femoral nerve, but he felt it was compressed. So right away they had, in about a 2 to 3 week span, because I had to go for the COVID test and all that happy jazz, to decompress the nerve. So I don't really Google things. I kind of will, but I'll kind of go on YouTube because I want to hear people, like I want to see and hear their testimonies. So that's why I'm doing this video for you guys. So I went in for my surgery. They had to cut into my groin area. I know, TMI, but we're human. So it was about a 4-hour procedure. I was sound asleep the whole time. he told my husband, and then he came and told me when I was like kind of coherent, that he did decompress it. It was being compressed, and there was scar tissue forming around the nerve, which he took away. And I would have pretty much, my quad would be numb, tingling. I might feel spasms. I may feel cramping. That's all, everything regenerating if it works. I did ask him what happens if this doesn't work or it can't be fixed. And he said in the long run you would have to have your leg amputated, but he was very great bedside manners. He said we're going to be positive. He said I feel very confident. So he went in confident. I actually came out of the surgery very confident, because the next day, like when I'm telling you my leg didn't work, I was dragging dead weight. My leg felt like it was 1,000 pounds. I had to use my arms and hands to lift my leg up on a bed, lift it up just to even put a shoe on. I was dragging my foot in a nutshell. I would try to walk as normal as I could, but I couldn't. The next day, the pain was very minimal. They were giving me just Tylenol, codeine, which is like the lowest of the low. They did give me a muscle relaxer the first night, just in case they didn't want my leg to spasm. I did stay overnight at the hospital. The next morning, I lifted my leg just to see if I could, and like I cried because I have not lifted my leg. Not that I was doing like, a can dance, but I lifted my leg for the first time in 6 months. I was able to like pump my ankle up and down, which seems so small to people. People take it for granted. I take it for granted. But when you lose it, can't use it. So it's been like triumphant milestones I've been hitting. And again, it's only been week 1. They did a little bit of physical therapy with me in the hospital so they could discharge me. I have to use a cane to prevent falling. My stomach turns to even think if I fall. Like, I don't ever want to go through this experience again. So I have a nurse that's going to come once a week, and then I have physical therapy that comes to my home twice a week as of right now. In 4 weeks, I will do outpatient physical therapy, and then they'll kind of incorporate like the hardcore, like where I need like Rocky Balboa type music to get me through this. But even the things they have me doing at home, it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot, but from where I was to where I am now, it's huge and it hurts, and I'm doing it. I'm only allowed to go downstairs 1 time a day. So once I go down, I can't go back, only because the nerve is so fragile. And if for some reason that nerve just decides to shut off, like, oh, I don't want to work, procedure, done, my leg could give out at any moment, even though I have the cane and I have the railings on my steps. They want to prevent a fall. So the physical therapist said I could try to go down twice a day Monday. So I have 2 more days, then I go downstairs twice a day. And I do a lot of walking around upstairs. I'm not just laying in my bed doing, nothing. I do walk around. I'm doing laundry. I actually cleaned the bathroom yesterday. And I do my exercises every day, multiple times a day. And she said that today when she came, she could tell I've definitely been doing it a lot. The pain's starting to increase a little bit, only because I don't have the Tylenol with codeine anymore. So while she was here, she asked my husband to call the doctor right away, try to get those meds back on board, just because we are incorporating things that my leg has not done in 6 months, and it's gonna hurt. Like, I'll be sore tomorrow to do that. So I will be recording, maybe tomorrow I'll record me doing the little bit of physical therapy that I'm doing. So if you guys, I hope you guys never have to go through this, but if you are, you can kind of see what you're possibly in for. Everybody's different. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not sponsoring anybody. It's not intended for kids. Although I hope allow that, YouTube makes me say. I would recommend this procedure to anybody. I never had my doubts about it, because the little bit that I did find on this procedure, so I'm M&Ms. I've only saw good things about it. I've never, the little bit that I did find, I didn't hear anything bad. I remember right before I went to the OR, there was a guy next to me, and he heard that Dr. Zegger was going to be my doctor. Actually, I had 2 neurosurgeons, 3, I had 3, what are those people called? People keep you asleep. It'll come to me. Anesthesiologist. I didn't know why I had so many anesthesiologists, but then when I realized it was a 3-4 hour procedure, I didn't know that's why I woke up. By the way, the guy next to me said that he had him 10 years ago. He did nerve surgery on his back. He said he would never ever let anybody else but him touch him for a nerve surgery. He's the best neurosurgeon around. And he had the best bedside manners. Even my husband agreed. So I'm so glad I got this done. I'm starting to mentally feel like my own self again. I put on my makeup today, did my hair. Physical therapist didn't even recognize me from when she saw me like 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I look like I just woke up. So I'm very, like, big positive spirits. Only positive vibes around me. Eat my M&Ms. So yeah, this is my journey. You guys are going to come along with me. You're going to follow me. And we're going to get through this together. And you're going to see that, like, whoa. And, like, August 1st, she was, like, in her bed telling us one thing. Before you know it, I'm maybe back to my own self. I'm already just starting up my TikToks already. Today was the first time I stood and did TikTok. Big deal in the TikTok world. I love all the support I've been getting. I've had real big encouragement at home. Everywhere. Friends, family, coworkers. I've had a lot of support. So, yes, if you have any questions, definitely, yeah, subscribe. Hello, if you want to keep following my journey, subscribe. And there's always kind of crazy videos I make all the time. I'd be happy to answer any questions I could possibly answer from my personal journey. Medical wise, might have to, don't Google it. Just ask your doctor. Google's like the worst thing you could ever do. So, that's that on the femoral nerve decompression surgery. So, hope you guys are having a good day. Stay safe and stay away from the COVID. If you want to cheer yourself up, eat an M&M. Alright guys, thanks for listening to my my little story. I'm gonna go probably do a TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, find me. Alright, bye guys.